In this tutorial, we will examine the KAITEN NAGE technique against JODAN TSUKI's attack. In this type of attack, the opponent throws punches towards our face. To perform the KAITEN NAGE technique, as soon as the opponent hits, while our gaze is directly on the opponent, not on the opponent's hand, we get out of the way of attack line by IRIMI movement. Be careful that the opponent's elbow must be controlled. After performing the IRIMI movement, we reach our second hand to the back of the opponent's neck. In the street fight mode, we perform this movement as a blow that causes severe injuries. But to perform the technique in a controlled manner, first we leave the line of attack and reach the back of the opponent's neck. At the same time, we direct the opponent's hand to the back. As a result, his head is also placed towards the ground and down. Now the technique can be completed in different directions. In the first case, after being in the right position, we pull our front leg back a little and directs the opponent's hand to the back of his body, and as a result, with this lever-like movement and our forward movement, the opponent is thrown. We review again. Leaving the attack line, directing the hands and head, grabbing the wrist, using the created leverage, and finally throwing the opponent. Again, we perform the technique in a more continuous and softer state. In the second case, the technique is completed using a rotary movement or kaiten. At the same time, after leaving the attack line and being in the right position, we reach our foot and the opponent's hand to the blind area behind the opponent's body. Finally, by completing kaiten's rotation and using a lever-like movement, the opponent is thrown. We do the technique again, defending and leaving the attack line, getting to the right place, creating leverage, turning, and finally throwing the opponent. We will examine the technique from other angles as well. In a more advanced mode, this technique can be performed twice in a row. In this way, after the first rotation of the kaiten, instead of throwing the opponent, we change the direction of movement with another rotation of the kaiten, and then throw the opponent.